Welcome to my side of town.
Hello, here's another wonderful trip around my side of town. Once again, we're going to tour you around the neighborhood and get to know more people, more interesting people, as they share their stories to us in a very candid and casual manner. Their achievements that brought honor and pride to us all. My name is Dante Luzon. Hop in and join me in the next 60 minutes here on my side of town.
Before IMG,
I was a civil engineer.
Accountant.
I was a plain housewife.
Before IMG, I used to be a doctor.
I was a maintenance crew.
manufacturing operator.
I'm a housewife.
I was an accounting clerk.
I'm a medical doctor.
I am an engineer.
Before IMG, I used to be a teacher.
I was a government employee.
A production worker.
Geologist. I am a bank employee.
Before IMG, I was an admin staff.
I was a seaman.
Design engineer.
I was a deli manager.
I was a telecom engineer.
Before IMG, I was quality director.
I used to be a doctor.
Production operator. Industrial engineer.
IT home-based freelancer.
Before IMG, I was a manufacturing specialist.
I was an exporter.
Engineer.
Software developer.
I was a Caltex dealer.
Admin officer.
I was a florist.
Before IMG, I was a service crew.
I'm great.
I am great.
I am
I am great. IMG. IMG.
IMG. I am great.
I
am
G.
I am great.
I am great.
I am great.
Welcome to my side of town. Our first guest, ladies and gentlemen, is a colleague of mine, a broadcast colleague, and we have a lot of things in common. He's a DJ. He started as a DJ. He rose from the ranks, and he eventually became a station manager, hands-on station manager, area manager, until he became the business partner station manager of 2 FM stations under Manila Broadcasting Company. My friend, Mr. Marlon Baula. Hi, bye.
Maayong hapon, maayong gabi, maayong buntag ba ni kano sa nato i-air nga interview nimo. Thank you for inviting me, Dante.
And it's an honor for us also to have you here. Let's just talk about, the things that we're involved with, especially in the broadcast industry. You began as a DJ. What year was this, if you don't mind my asking?
What was my
the year you started?
the year? Okay, sorry. I started way back in 1992.
Okay.
Before ko na-graduate sa Tacloban, I studied in Divine Word University. So mga pila na lang ka months nga mo graduate na ko, start na ko as a DJ sa Star FM.
And you were Marlon Scott at the time?
Yes.
Okay, tell me, you took mass communications at Divine Word University in Tacloban, or was it DevCom, or was it Masscom?
It's Masscom. So, but before that, before ko nag-enroll sa Masscom, enroll sa kong education because my parents were educators.
Oh, okay.
So, try ko 1 year lang. Pero murag dili siguro to para dito nga akong kwan siguro, akong passion. So, ni-shift ko pagka second year ni take up ko Masscom.
Pila ka years sa Star FM? How long were you with Star?
Star FM, I think I spent 7 years or so.
Okay.
So, dugay sad.
And from there, you transferred to Manila Broadcasting Company already, or another station?
Yes, actually I resigned in Star,
Okay.
and then I transferred to Manila, to MBC, Manila Broadcasting Company, in 1998.
Okay.
1998. So I resigned. I resigned in 1998. I transferred to Manila Broadcasting Company in 1999.
What station was this under MBC then at the time?
It was
Radio?
Hot FM.
Okay.
Hot FM. So, ang Yes the Best karon So
okay, that was hot before.
hot
Okay.
FM before. Same frequency.
Okay.
Yes.
So from Star to Hot FM, were you then the station manager immediately when you moved to Star, or moved to Hot, or you still a DJ and then eventually you got promoted?
When I transferred to MBC, to Hot FM, manager na ako. Pag-start sa Hot FM na ako. But before that, sa Manila, I was assigned in Manila and Star FM. I was also the station manager sa Star. So then, Hot.
Personally, I believe it was a difficult transition when you are a broadcaster. You are an anchor, you own your personality, and then suddenly you get promoted to become station manager. The transition wasn't easy for me. What about you?
Well, it was also a challenging, from being a DJ and then nahimo ka nga officer, because being a DJ, murag less ang imong responsibilities, no. Pag-abot nimo, pag-appoint na ako as a station manager, or prior to that, production manager, assistant station manager, daghan na kayo mga responsibilities and accountability. So it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, of course, because once you become a station manager, automatically you become also a marketing guy, because you have to sell the station.
Of course, yes.
Especially when the station is rating and revenue driven.
Yes.
And it's hard, right?
Yes.
So you crossed over, just like me, for example. We crossed over from the analog to digital age. You started analog, and then you crossed over to digital. So how was that? Was it the adjustment, the tuning process?
Very challenging. Very challenging. It's not easy to cross from analog to digital, because naanad man taning turntables. Anad daw kanang mga real tapes, kanang mga analog gadgets and analog perspective. So quite a challenge. But slowly but surely na ka-adapt gihapon taning transformation. So including programming, including everything. Technology disrupted anything in the business, radio specifically.
Because of technology, things are easier for the broadcast practitioner.
Yes.
Especially for the DJs.
That's the advantage, positive.
You can store your songs in the computer and actually just program them, and then you can leave.
Yes, autopilot.
Yeah. Unlike before, we really had to stay put, because we had two turntables and then one record after the other.
And there has to be somebody.
There has to be
who will
somebody
take care.
there. We even timed the commercials that we aired.
Yes.
Unlike now, everything is automated. Okay.
Yes.
With the trend now from analog to digital, and then came in social media, how do you maximize social media, or do you consider, as a practitioner, as a station manager, a social media threat to the mainstream media, especially FM?
Well, at first, our reaction was it's threatening us. That's how we look at it. But eventually, we embraced it, because it's if you cannot beat them, you have to join them. Now, social media is no longer a threat to us, but it becomes our ally. It becomes our partner in the business, especially Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. So our market now becomes wider and bigger because of social media. Facebook, in particular, helped us, giving us a wider market. Dili lang kay ang mga radio listeners lang yun, yung mga hardcore. Appeal na tong mga di kaayo exposed sa FM, so we get exposed through Facebook. We were able to, one way or the other, we were able to invite them listen to us.
With the onslaught of social media and the millennials now coming in, what kind of training do you give to your jocks? Because during our time, we had to pass through a needle eye before we pass the audition, before we can go on the air. So how do you now filter your on-air personalities? How do you screen them?
Well, because of the changes, no, kaniadto ang mga play pagka DJ, kailangan ako yung tingog. Bass before, baritone. I think that's one of the requirements before. An old old school na radio. But right now, nagyapon ang mga basic. You have to be articulate. You can express yourself in English or Bisaya, Tagalog, etc. But I think major changes is that you have to be, well, if you're a guy, good looking, and if you're a lady wannabe, you have to be, pretty. You have to be camera ready, and you have to have a pleasing personality.
Why is that? Because of the live streaming and another.
It's because of the Facebook Live.
Oh, okay.
We right now we broadcast. We're being heard, and at the same time we are being seen on TV, on social media. So the jock has to be or have to be personable, cute. Come on,
So gone are the days when they said that the announcers were better heard than seen.
Gone are the days. Now it's both. The announcers now are better heard and better be seen.
So it has to be a good combination of audio and video.
It has to be.
Nowadays. All right. Lastly, I'd like just to tackle this because every time I listen to FM when I drive, I'm a kind of jazz person, love song kind of person. But when I switch dials, I listen to most FM stations nowadays sound like AM. Why is that? Because of rating? How come?
Well, maybe I'm not so sure, but based on my observation, maybe because of the effect of the social media also. People are now starting to be conscious about what's happening around us. They're now particular about the breaking news, the just-in news. Murag kuan na kayo kanang murag nabalik na po ng kaniadto ba nga psychic sa tao nga murag kinahanglan sila balita ron.
All right.
Kinahanglan sila balita.
So do you also do news sa FM? So yes?
Well, not as as intensive as other stations are doing, but we also insert news
breaks. Yeah.
Breaks. Just to satisfy lang, just to ride on with the trend. Actually, you're talking about FM frequency turned into like an AM station. We started it all. Radyo natin, if you remember.
Yeah, of course.
MBC has started it all. And wala lang diri sa mga big areas, but in the countryside, we have 100 radyo natin stations nationwide. Mura AM and FM. Chapsuy, we call it chapsuy.
I don't know. I mean, my feeling is like the rating has, something to do with that, a bigger percentage. Because if you don't go bakya, or if you don't go badui in your programming, you don't rate. Unless there are a few FM stations now who just stay niche programming. Because like, if I have to mention Y101 or W Rock, your Easy Rock.
Yes.
These are not rating driven, I guess, or
Exactly.
That's why they stick to their own programming and image.
Yeah, but if you are targeting the DE market, you have to be responsive of what they want, what they need, what they would like to hear. So it's basically what your customers are asking or are craving, that you have to adjust with them. So at the end of the day, it's rating game. It's rating game. We cannot go against what they like.
Okay.
We cannot, being insensitive of kung say gusto nila.
Okay, finally, we're running out of time. I wish we could have more discussions, a little longer discussions in the future. But how do you see the FM, the broadcast industry, or FM in particular, maybe 10 to 15 years from now?
I think, to me, I think radio is here to stay, but it has to undergo some kind of transformation. Has to undergo some kind of paradigm shift because of the advent of technology. Para maghapon siguro, buhay na maghapon because people. Why people are still listening to FM stations? Because despite of Spotify and all these social media platforms that are offering music, it is because these platforms are not offering what we in the industry are offering, like for example drama, kining mga balita,
Commentary.
kining mga jokes.
Yeah.
These are embedded in the radio industry nga dili nimo madungog sa Spotify. But Spotify for the younger market, ang kining mga medyo social tagpuan kayo kanang kining ilang cellphone nga dili mga kanang mga prepaid yung mga cellphone, katong mga postpaid.
Yeah.
Spotify sila,
Yes,
so
yes.
fine. But the massa are still glued to FM stations. So I think mabuhi ra gyapon ning radyo siguro 10 years from now.
Yeah. Radio has been a constant companion and a friend, and
It
always
is.
be your friend. Okay.
It is to add Dante, to add to my statement earlier. When we call it on ground activities. So barangayan. We have a portion in our activity wherein pangutan-o namo ang audience.
Okay.
Pangutan-o namo questions related to our topic, the digital transformation, social media. Alsang kamot sa naay mga radyo, alsang yapon, alsang kamot sa naay mga cellphone, alsang kamot sa mga hilig og Facebook. So there makita nimo nga present na gyud ang technology, ang social media sa bisag sa masa.
Right. Yeah.
Di na gyud nato pwede deny.
Yeah.
But ang nakanindot lang is that they also incorporate the murag ilang when they kanang mag-Facebook sila, ang uban minaw radyo at the same time. I think same with television, I guess.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, Marlon, for your time, and
You're welcome.
I hope we'll have another discussion like this
Sure.
in the future. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marlon Bala, thank you very much. More to come here in my side of town after the break. Don't go away.
Welcome to my side of town. Five of 7 marine turtle species in the world can be found in the Philippines. But these marine turtles are threatened by human activities. Stop poaching, egg hunting, slaughter, illegal fishing, and pollution. Help save our endangered marine turtles. A friendly reminder from MyTV Cebu, your channel, my channel, and also brought to you by the International Marketing Group, or IMG, Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated, and De Los Reyes Optical Clinic.
A song is not a song until you sing it. In the case of our next featured personality, singing has always been a part of his life since he was very young. Aware of his gift to entertain people, this young man never stopped pursuing his dream to become a well-known entertainer. However, the break did not come easy. This is the story of Christian Cayobit.
The road to fame could be rough and bumpy. You may have the talent, the passion, but you may have to wait for a long time for the much-needed break. In the case of Christian Cayobit, a 28-year-old mass communication graduate, singing came like a breeze. He began singing even before he could read. He claims he got his genes from his parents. But his journey to success was not an easy ride.
Christian, tell me, how old were you when you started singing?
I started singing at the age of 3 years old, but not that public. Actually, both of my parents are singing. My father plays guitar while singing, and my mother was once a member of a high school choir. But the one who motivated me to sing was my uncle. Is my uncle rather. May I mention his name?
Oh, sure.
Yes, it's Uncle June Madrid, who's also once joining barangay singing contest when he was young. Yeah, so I am the eldest. We are all male. So
Ang iyong mga brothers mo kanta siya?
actually they sing also, but not in public.
Inibig kita, pangalan mo, laman ng puso ko, sa may kapal, dalangin ay iyong pagmamahal.
Christian started joining local singing competitions when he was 18. He reached the finals a number of times, but luck was not on his side. However, this did not dampen his spirit. He persevered.
At the age of 18, when I first joined a singing contest sa school namo, my classmate, my good friend Rosalinda Las Piñas, who's watching, enticed me to join a singing contest, and then at that time we got lucky because we landed at top 5 at that time.
Basta nga singing contest?
Technologian Pop Idol sa Cebu Institute of Technology University.
Okay.
So sa mga taga CIT, happy viewing.
Sa Cebu Pop, did you get an award?
Actually, sir, no. I joined the Cebu Pop 2 times. I did not got the top prize, but it gained confidence in me.
Finally, after the long wait, the big break came. Christian was chosen as one of the members of the Philippine delegation to compete in the 2019 World Championships for the Performing Arts, held in Long Beach, California. He was among the 3,000 hopefuls who auditioned for the slot. Out of 3,000, only 500 passed, and again, Christian was one of them. After the final elimination, only 186 were chosen to represent the Philippines, and again, Christian was among them.
Puso ko'y umiibig, umaanga sa'yo, sana'y mahalin mo rin ako. Iniibig kita, ikaw lang, maging sino ka man, minamahal kita. Anuman ang iyong kahapon, anuman ang iyong bukas, basta iniibig kita.
Driven by his pride to represent his country, Christian gave a remarkable performance that earned him the biggest accolade that made his countrymen truly proud of him. He won the silver medal in the vocal solo category.
Okay, we'll come to the big thing. You gave us honor. You're now the pride not only sa Cebu but in the entire country because you won silver medal sa inyong competition sa abroad. Tell us about the contest.
It's the World Championships of Performing Arts, Sir Dante. World Championships of Performing Arts is the only talent Olympics in the world. Wherein nagkalain-laing mga talento ang gipa-showcase like singing, dancing, instrumentalist, modeling, acting, and variety acts. I really learned this competition way back in 2005 when my idol Jed Badella won the competition in 2005. Then from there, I researched a lot about W Copa, and then when I got the chance to audition, kinyari man sa Cebu ang W Copa, so I auditioned, sir.
Despite the prestige and honor, Christian Kayubit remains humble.
Yes, si Manong Jed Badella was with us from day one up to until the last day of our stay in the US. He mentored us. He was so patient. Even in Manila, prior to us going to America, he's there for us, doing some critics. So on how to enhance our singing, our self-confidence, how we carry ourselves on stage.
Finally, Christian, unsa imong message sa mga aspiring singers watching now? I'm pretty sure karon gi-idolize na ka sa ubang mga batanon nga singers because of your accomplishments. Unsa imong ikatambag?
Akong ikatambag sa mga aspiring artists, mga singers like me, ayaw lang yung surrender, no? Bisag kapila ka na wala marawat sa mga auditions, kapila ka na pildi, kay that would really fuel you up to your victory, to your success, and also seek advice from your superiors na nag-una nimo. You observe and you remain humble. Never forget where you came from, especially.
Basta iniibig kita.
Congratulations, Christian. You've come a long way, and you're now an inspiration to many budding, aspiring entertainers, singers who would like to pursue their dreams to become another Christian Kayubit. We'll be back for more in My Side of Town.
Be kind to your eyes with Transitions lenses. Transitions adapt to changing light while protecting your eyes from glare and UV.
Welcome to My Side of Town.
Welcome back here on My Side of Town. You know, I'm bracing myself for a very, very long discussion, fruitful discussion with my guest. Actually, she's family and she's closer to my heart because she's a part of the network I was in. In fact, she was the one who auditioned me when I joined the network long time ago. And we've gone a long way, and now she's here with me. I'm happy to have her on the show. Attorney Bingo Gonzalez.
Hi, Dan. It's always nice to be with you, working with you. Always nice.
I don't know how to start actually because there are a lot of things. Pero magsugod lang sa siguro ta sa the time that we were together in the newsroom because we had a lot of memories there.
Oh yes, that was the time when we launched our own TV patrol. I think in Davao there was also one, and in Cebu I launched it here. Before that I was like a reporter for a long time. So when I was in ABS, I started off as a reporter. We didn't have any news manager. We started off by ourselves, and because I guess we were all experienced, we knew how to produce a program, and so we did. And as it went on, the nicest thing I think that I would like to credit, to give credit to, is that at that time it was only another station which had a news program at that time, at a certain time. When we started, we had to deal with a station which the government station which held our channel.
Yeah.
And then so we had to kay lahi man gud ang government station, so it has a different kuan baka ng image. So ABS was at that time a very different kuan sa we were coming in. And so we had to face that kind of challenge nga maborn ang ABS as a different personality. Ang biggest credit I would like to think is that our news TV patrol, in less than a month, the first survey that it had toppled all TV news shows.
It was a leapfrog, no?
Oh, yes. And it was the first time nga na Cebuano news. And it was also the first time that we had gory video. Yes.
I remember that.
Kay grabe kang patay at that time dance.
Was the adjustment hard for you? Like, we started in English, right?
Yes.
And then suddenly, here comes TV Patrol in the vernacular.
Yes. It was not so bad because before I came to ABS, I was with GMA.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So at that time I was with a newscast that was English. So I wrote in English, but I handled a Cebuano newscast on radio on DYSS, a 15-minute.
Oh yeah.
You know what I had? My biggest my biggest weapon there was this book, which was Kabunse Mataito siya nga translation Cebuano English Cebuano.
So, dictionary?
Oh, a dictionary nga Cebuano English Cebuano. And mo gyud toy akong kuan, mo gyud toy.
Someone in the newsroom.
I had that book.
Was that yours?
Yes, I had that book because it was so important for me to get it kay lisod man dance, because you need to think in Cebuano. Dili naman ka mag-think in English niya. Our way of thinking is always English. Kay we write in English, we write news.
Exactly.
So English man gyud na siya. So it was hard to kuan in Cebuano. So nagkuhan jud ko and I trained myself, and so it wasn't so bad when it wasn't so hard when I went to TV Patrol nga Binisaya na gyud. Pero naka-jug yung dictionary. You know, pangbato ko yun to.
Pag sugod sa TV Patrol, how was the acceptance of viewers at that time? Was there a mga medyo...
Oh, yes. It was a whole gamut of reactions ba. Daghang ang sa CDE, they liked it because it was very entertaining. Entertaining kay grabe ang footage, you know, crime.
Yes.
And ana is always kuan manggod, is always an entertaining portion, you know. But it also had Star News. And Star News was never ever been placed on TV. And so amo Star News ato gikan pas Manila, we would get the tapes from Manila and then we would kuan it. But also we also had reactions from the elite, more elite class nga. We were putting on really gory video, that we were putting on kanang grabe rak ay ka-crime story. So we had that kind of thing, which is also very sudden for such a new show, Masagudan.
Was it true that somebody even commented, there are 4 aliens in TV Patrol? The anchors, they mean, because they were speaking in vernacular, because people are used to watch English.
I don't know. I did not hear that, but I was lucky kay ang akong mga in the beginning, you know, I had really good kanang anchors ba nga maayo mong Binisaya. Like for example, si Vicky Hermosissima, English man yun na siya, Inglesera man yun na siya.
She's an English professor.
She's also French professor.
Yes.
But you know, she could read in Cebuano. She could talk in Cebuano, and she was very good at it. Si Robinson Yap was also good.
Yes, and Nanette
Manulid,
who happened to be a DJ Y101,
yes,
straight English.
Oo. Y101 ba to siya or NC, DYNC, something
she
like that? She
told me she was a newscaster of Y101 under Johnny Kawa at that time.
Okay.
English newscaster.
But they were able to cultivate the Cebuano. Mo go back masad good siguro ta sa atong gigikanan ba na. So later on we really feel comfortable doing it.
I came in later na because from Davao I was assigned here, so I joined you guys. I think later part of '89.
Yes.
And I remember my baptism of fire was the Kodita in Mactan.
Yes. Oh, yes, we were all covering that. That was grabe dance. Moto na. You know, I had a son who, my youngest son, mo gito nakaingon ako nga, you come to mommy. And then, you're not my mommy, your mommy is manang floor. At that time, you know, it was, we were morning, early in the morning in Mactan.
Yes,
we would go home to just take a bath, brush our teeth, come back, go home at, you know, stay till midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It was so fluid.
And anything could happen.
Yes,
in
it was
fact,
so
the
fluid.
reporters were sleeping at the foot of the bridge.
Yes. Oh,
because anything could happen.
Oh, you know, and that was 9 days.
Yes. I know.
Grabe ito.
And our station, there were military people all
Yes,
over
all over.
the station. And then one soldier I said, "Sir, if mobale, mag-agadrame. So, my God, what will happen to us here?"
Everybody, nagkuan to siya. I think kuan gani ito siya dance. That coup was a very kanang kuan jud ay siya kanang it was very taxing on us reporters.
General Comendador.
Comendador, yeah, on one side, and General Parma on the other side. Yeah.
Prior to that, another coup with Avenida.
Avenida, yes. Katusad sa kang Avenida. And this was the time when he entered nga, also init sa kaayo ang NPA. You know, init kaayo ang insurgency. This was the time when policemen were killed in the streets like that, like tulo o pat kabuo.
And you were covering the military beat for quite some time.
I covered the military beat. I covered the insurgency beat. Both yun na. It all, kay, you know, we were not so specialized at that time. Kay pila naman mo ka reporters. Multitasking. So magkuan jud ko go to the military camp, go to the NPA camp, go to the anti-com camp.
And we anchor in the afternoon. We had to anchor.
Yes. Dali suwat, edit. Reporter anchor in the evening. Yung ana jud siya. But it was a time, I think, nga para nako glory days to dance. It was a very interesting time for a reporter.
I know.
You know, you knew things that people didn't know, and there were things that you couldn't report. Kay you couldn't get sources, but you know na kay mga huhungihong mo na siya.
Your group, Bingo Gonzalez, Nini Caballero, Aileen Mangubat, Melba Haba,
Jane
Paredes, Edra Benedicto, Thea Renien. For me, that was a dream team. and then came in later Solamante.
They were never really in. Dili na sila. The real STET group was really just, I think I was the last to enter. But then things changed, magod. Kay mga bata pa man na sila Sol, mga bata pa man na sila Mitch. Kami pa man to kanang mga grupo. This was born, I think, at the time. Sila Jane, Melva, Lani came together because it was a time of crisis. The insurgency situation was very, very volatile. And they thought that we in the media were part of the kanang NDF, the spokesman. Kaya grabe makaisad
were you under surveillance?
Yes, I know that I know that I was under surveillance because I did have magud sasakyan. You know, so I would go from GMA to Freeman. Kay magsuwat man ko adto for both. I would go home na magsunod nako. My husband would be my escort all the time. No, magkuyog man mi. So makanotice gud mi nga naay manaog. In fact, in 1990, I was invited by the American government for an IVP program in New York sa United Nations. I met a guy from MIG, Military Intelligence Group. I forgot his name, but niduol na siya nako dancing na siya. Di ba Bingo Gonzalez man ka? And ko, yes sir. Siya taga MIG bang ko. And then we got on talking, and they really, I discovered they really had a dossier.
Really?
Yes, they had a dossier, and then di ba member man ka-OGS ka ng inyong grupo nga STET? Nahibawan yun siya nga grupo. Kibawan mi asa mo mag-meeting ba? You know, ang funny thing is that dili ra mag ito meetings dance. Kana bitong because we were a group and it was a very, very loose group. Makanang, we just bonded together. We became friends. And so, mga to Magellan Hotel, magkuan dito after work, mangaon, you know, and then, or go to whosever place, Melva's place, magtabi, and then compare stores, unsa maka-story ni mo din siya. Ganina, wa maka, ayay, wa ako na storyahan. So we were all, bisang amiga, may kayo, we were all very competitive.
I know.
Oh, grabe sa
That's why I
ito.
said it was a dream team.
Oh.
And I don't know now if the millennials could probably duplicate the kind of feat that you have.
They could, they always can. Ang lisod lang jud kay there is mangod kuan now kanang culture ba of pack reporting nga they might kay sila magsabot o kaning istoryaha ato ipagawas kaning istoryaha unya na lang wala na nang maghimo kami ako ato una das magluto ko istorya pila ka buwan.
Yes.
You know, I would tape
pahinugon pa.
Pahinugon na istorya, get all the sides, get whatever aspect niya. All those are in a tape.
Yeah.
Nga, you know, you have a small, di ba, nauso matungkag mic and tapes. Recorders. Cassette recorders, the mini cassettes.
Yeah.
So, you know, you had one tape for each story. Okay, kani ang interview ni this guy. Kani ang interview with this guy. Nga but all on the same topic. So, magluto may atong story. What naman kaya na, I don't see that kaayo.
With the coming in of social media, what do you think of the landscape now?
That is a very challenging landscape, Dance. Kaya you get so much information that you cannot confirm.
Fake news.
No? Di ka confirm. You cannot rely on what you see because you don't know whether usay source ani nga klaro.
Correct.
Because they don't have a lot of bloggers on social media do not have the kanang responsibility bitaw that was ingrained into us and you should nga you have to be fair, you have to have sources, you have to have documents to support your hapit na ka nagbutang og kaso. You know, mura kang nag-file og kaso, ana ba so to prove. Now it's no longer like that, manggod.
It's different.
It's a very different landscape. Although it helps in the sense of kanang looking at the culture and putting perspective into what you write and the stories.
Okay, we're running out of time, but I just want to ask, what are you busy with now, considering that, well, you were an officer of the IVP, what year was that?
For a while, yes. I was an officer for about 3 terms, so about 4 terms or something like that. But I'm no longer an officer because I am now connected with a quasi-judicial body, which is the Central Board of Assessment Appeals. And so, ang ruling ana if you're in a quasi-judicial or judicial body, you cannot be an officer anymore. So I still handle, of course, the kanang legal aid cases. Okay. And sige man jud ka ana. But that's the other side of the picture, Dance. That's the funny thing is before mahadlok ka you're always at the back of the camera. Ikaw may na-interview. Yes. Karon I go to the front of the camera already and
just
talk.
Like what we're doing
now. That was for me a very difficult shift.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Dance.
I love to go on with the
I
discussion
know.
for the whole day.
Di magkita mahuman, Dance.
Yeah, but I love this. I hope we can have this again.
We should.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Attorney Bingo Gonzalez, and you're watching My Side of Town, and Dante Luzon, and I'll be back in a short while.
Be kind to your eyes with Transitions lenses. Transitions adapt to changing light while protecting your eyes from glare and UV.
Art has many forms and different styles, different approaches. Realism, cubism, impressionism, and other forms of art. Now, here we have another featured visual artist who started as a realist painter, then he leveled up and went into cubism. The name is Celso Pipito. Let's take a look.
One of the names that gained prominence in the roster of Cebuano visual artists is the name Celso Duazo Pipito. Born in Daan Bantayan, Cebu, and grew up in Malaybalay, Bukidnon, Celso never dreamt of becoming a sought-after visual artist that he is today.
Celso, tell me, kano saan nagsugod yung love affair sa painting? At what age?
Katawanan kay ni Bayda, no? Pag-graduate ako sa high school, I was awarded as the Artist of the Year. Pero not because I know how to paint,
Okay.
but because I am the one decorating the stage of our graduation. So, it's more on lettering than painting. So, yung na akong advisor nga, ikaw Celso, maayo man kang mo lettering. You better take up fine arts. So, all the way, I thought nga ang fine arts is about lettering. So, I was just surprised in my first day in UP nga, I saw some of my classmates bringing with them samples of their works ba. So ko, oh, sama din yung kaning fine arts painting na ini. Abi man ako ning lettering. So, what I did, I asked my teacher then, si Professor Humalon ba, kung nga, Sir, what will I do kay kuwang man ko skills sa painting ba? What ko knowledge, sir, about sa painting? Ako nahim naman ingon si Professor Humalon na, what you do, just keep on practicing.
Celso started as an impressionist, and his early works were evidently influenced by Maestro Martino Abiliana, his mentor in the UP Cebu School of Fine Arts.
I really attribute my artistic learning sa kang Martino Abiliana. Katong nag-third year o fourth year na ako, kay dito man ako naka-learn sa kanang mga theory sa painting, kanang mga about composition, ano ba, paggamit sa color. Dito gyud ko na-train. In fact, ang akong kuwang karon application sa color, akong i-apply tong gitulo na Abiliana.
For 13 years, Celso focused on the impressionistic style. Despite the prodding of his fellow artists for him to shift to a more modern approach, he preferred to stay in his comfort zone.
For the first 13 years akong practice, nagkuhagid ko na impressionist realist ba. So there were some moments na mag-paint ko niya na yung mga tao mo tanaw sila nga, hindi mo painting, murag Abiliana na. Ano ba ko nga. During that time, malipay man kano nga nakaabot-abot ka na sa murag sa naabot si mong teacher, binulayo pa, pero malipay pa nga kanang na-compare ka nga, dol-dol na teacher ba? So, until ka na bitawang makarealize ka nga, di ba sa painting, kinanglang nakay originality, nakay mong kaugaling identity. So, usa sa akong, o duha sa akong mga amigong artist, ang usag yun nga i-attribute na akong change of style si Tito Cuevas. Ingon to Tito sa una nga, ikaw mas batanon ka na ako, supposed to be ikaw mo paint og abstract, kining mga abstract expressionism, ikaw tiniguang mo nang iyo style ba. So ako gingnan siya during that time nga kanang di pa mag-listen man kog shift to another style kay so far ganahan man ko aning style sa impressionism.
Then, after 13 years, Celso felt he had to level up. He began exploring on Cubism until he could achieve a different style distinctly his own.
Yeah, later on, kung nindot sa din yung lahi kag style. Hinahinay lang. And then, pag sugod ako sa Cubism in 1994, ang mga suggestion like si Tony, ako si Bausa siya sa ingon nga kanang, bay, kung gusto ka mag-Cubist, so nagitong style ni Picasso kay ma'am to Cubism. So during the time, di pa ko kamo mo depensa sa akong pagkaako ba as a painter. So So until ni sunod lang ko sa akong ganahan pero musuway ko like ang ako sa kuan ba akong influence sa cubism si Muharis. Oh, siya man to encourage na ako so magtanong ko siya ang work pero kuha man to siya yung color mga brown tones lang to. Ako ganahan ko mga colors kana mga hayag ba. Kay as a person happy mata mga tao sila tagtingsi ba. So namurag magawas siguro sa atong pagkatao kanang unsa ta ba in terms of color. Ko as a happy person magawas na mga warm colors, mga happy colors. So munay akong kalahian sa agin ida before.
For Celso, every artist must have the artistic freedom to explore, create, and innovate.
Dako kay advantage ay kaning akong gisunod nga style kay na ako'y freedom. Meaning when I say freedom kana bitaw maka-create kag sa imong gusto, maka-paint ko anywhere I go. Na ako sa airplane, na ako sa barko, maglingkod-lingkod ko anywhere. Dada ko sa akong sketchpad, pwede ko maka-create.
The life of a visual artist has never been easy, and Celso agrees. To many, fine arts is not a lucrative endeavor.
For sa pagsugod pa nato, marag makayong ka tinuod siguro ning ang artist ka ng gutom ba. Kay for the first 10 years na akong practice, it's so good ba. Pero kanang after so many years of having the passion ba, kay lahi magundang bupain ka nga kanang magpanagana ka ba. Ako kay ko amig ko kanang nitrabaho after sa graduation, nitrabaho lang kong 3 months. Then nitrabaho ko niya akong sweldo during the time 120 pesos no niya. Muna ako ba kanang 120 pesos niya. Kung mag-paint ko, magbalagyan ako tag 500, magkaman ko usa, nakoy ganansya, ano gana ba. So, di-decide ko nga mo full-time gyud ko sa painting. Even though during the time, mga first 10 years siguro, nya naminyo ko no, nya ako'y mga anak ng eskwela, super tiging lisora no. Pero kanang nakat-on ko unsaon ako paglangoy sa kaning sa kalibutan sa mga pintor ba kanang bitaw ngita ko paagi nga makakita ko kwarta so kamo mo ko military so mahimo ko mga streamer himo ko kana mga diploma.
Celso has been married to Fe Madrid Pepito for 35 years now. Fe, a licensed optometrist, has been strongly influenced by her husband's passion for the visual arts. It only proves that the couple that paints together stays together.
Actually, si Fe kaning nagkita mi ani before when she was working in a art store. So siya in charge sa pamaligid painting. Nakita ko niya nga, uy, ano sa siya pero pasig lang gan magmahal ka niya. Then later on, after siguro ni-graduate ako, nagkita mi gutro. Kinsa gay ka. So nakaila-ilamin, nagka-close, nagka-suod. Ito nanguyab, naminyo, no? Pero kuan ni siya ang iyang course before ni eskwela ni siya kaning commerce.
Okay.
And then pagkaminyo namo ako siya gipa-ship og kuan ba ako ni eskwela nagtiwas. Ako siya gipa-eskwela og optometry. So nahuman siya og optometry pero ang katawanan kay wa mo practice. Nag-painting man.
Celso has already mounted 47 solo exhibits and 300 group exhibits to his credit. His works are centered on his love for God, country, and family.
In my case, ang akong purpose to do this cubist painting is to share 3 of my important messages, no? Love of God, love of country, and love of the families. So if you notice ang akong mga painting, mostly nagisiran ng bata, ng pamilya. Gusto ko mo promote sa kanibitong values sa Pilipino kanang hardworking, thrifty, cooperative, o kanibitong Filipino spirit nga hinay-hinay nagkawala ba no kay na-influence sa mga mga traditions nato nga tungod sa atong western influence usahay malimtan nato ba.
Yes, correct.
Still, there is no slowing down for Celso Pepito. He continues to aim for the best. God gave him the special talent, and it is only fitting for him to offer the talent back to his Creator.
I'm doing my best to offer everything to God so that someday maybe God will recognize me And maybe the church will turn me into a saint. Parang yun na ba? I aspire for that because I want to do my best. And then when you aspire something higher, you're always motivated. So may yung sila nga, din mo nagikan imong energy because I want to please Him. So every day, every time I do something, I always offer this to Him. So kanang nakay motivation ba?
The road to success can be rough and bumpy. It is not an easy ride. But in the case of Celso Pepito, patience, perseverance, humility, and continuous learning have taken him to where he is right now. God has given him a special talent, and he always offers it back to his Creator. And with that, I'd like to thank our guests, Marlon Baula, Attorney Bingo Gonzalez, Christian Cayobit, Celso Pepito, and you for joining me here on my side of town. Till our next episode, I'm Dante Luzon.